Brother, you love tattoos, don't you? Is tattoos haram or halal? Uncle, you don't know if it's the third or the last rak'ah? Not sure if you need to repeat it? Abu Talib, it's pork flavor but vegetarian. Is it halal? Sayyid Muhsin, your yearly khums is here again? You don't know how to calculate it, do you?
Don't worry, you're not alone. And I'm sure you guys... Take a photo, please. And I'm sure you guys have questions here as well. Get the answers you need here on Ahkam SOS, where your Islamic questions and queries get clear and precise answers. Stay tuned for Ahkam SOS exclusively on Imam Hussein TV 3.
ينعاد عليكي ينعاد عليكي الله معاك
مع السلامة.
نحن مقاومة انت في خطر، ما لازم تضيعي.
ما تخافي يا بنتي.
كيف حالك؟
Sayyid, you ate before the adhan? Do you know if your fast was valid? Brother, you love tattoos, don't you? Is tattoos haram or halal? Uncle, you don't know if it's the third or the last rak'ah? Not sure if you need to repeat it? Abu Talib, it's pork flavor but vegetarian. Is it halal? Sayyid Muhsin, your yearly khums is here again? You don't know how to calculate it, do you?
Don't worry, you're not alone. And I'm sure you guys... Take a photo, please. And I'm sure you guys have questions here as well. Get the answers you need here on Ahkam SOS, where your Islamic questions and queries get clear and precise answers. Stay tuned for Ahkam SOS exclusively on Imam Hussein TV 3.
Caught for raping English girls. Remember? You're here defending the paedophile. I'm here defending your dad. These women are here defending the paedophile. You're here defending.
We don't need a TV channel because we've got mosques.
We have Islamic centres that are always open.
We have schools teaching Islam.
Hijab is part of a school uniform.
Islam has come and it's established here in the West.
And everyone's happy.
They love us, our food, our fashion,
our culture.
The media is always on our side.
We've got plenty of English speakers, plenty of English books,
and plenty of places to go and learn in the English language.
Let's be real.
Let's get active. Be more involved.
ImamHusseinFree.tv.
So brothers and sisters, I'm here for a very urgent but very exciting new project from Imam Hussein TV. As you are aware, Imam Hussein TV is in Northwest London, a very small studio. We're actually renting the area, the offices and so forth. But we have a brand new opportunity here in West London. There's a brand new building up for sale, and Imam Hussein TV needs your help to secure that building. So for all those who help, number one, you're going to help Imam Hussein TV move to a brand new location. Number two, you're going to help set up a brand new studio, control room. You're going to be part of our team to help bring brand new programs and broadcasting for you guys to spread the message of Imam Hussein TV. Anybody who watches these programs on Imam Hussein TV, whether it is a program on Ahkam, Akhlaq, Tariq, Quran, Shia Voice, any program that you watch and you've donated towards Imam Hussein TV, you're going to get the ajr. Every view, you're going to get the thawab. And the thing is, our programs are watched every day by millions and millions of people. Loads of people watch our TV show and they're learning the message of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the message and lessons of the Ahlul Bayt. And you guys are going to be behind that, helping spread the message of the Ahlul Bayt. By, looking on the lower third there below, it will tell you how to get in contact with us, whether it is phone number, email, or even just sharing. You guys need to get involved, help us secure this brand new building so that we can continue to spread the message of Imam Hussein, inshallah, to all the corners of the earth, and make sure that we have one massive global Husseiniya.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers of Imam Hussein TV3, welcome back to another episode of Ahkam SOS, the show where we discuss various Islamic topics, practices and principles. I'm your host for this evening, Sayyid Muthanna Al-Musawi, and I am joined by our dear Sheikh Ali. Salaam alaikum, Sheikhna.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you doing this evening?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. It's great to be here once again with you, and inshallah in this episode and we can all at home learn as much as possible. To the dear viewers at home, just a quick reminder on how the show works. It works in three ways. Number one, you send in your questions either through WhatsApp. Number two, you send in your questions through YouTube. Or number three, you can call in and ask the Sheikh directly. So what's better than calling in and asking the Sheikh and skipping the queue of questions in front of me, and you get your questions answered live. So do call in, or if you're a bit shy, send in your questions via WhatsApp or YouTube, and inshallah together we can learn as much as possible. Let us begin with the question, Sheikhna, from YouTube. Assalamu alaikum. If a very happy man with a pure heart and loved the Prophet's family made many people happy, but one night he saw the battle of Karbala in his dream, how Imam Hussein was martyred?
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. Indeed, the battle of Karbala would shake many hearts, even non-Muslims, even those who would have never heard about this incident and event. So they would turn 180 degrees from what they were. But when they see this incident and they read the tragedy of Karbala, they would, of course, at least incline towards the masab of the Imam Salamullah alayhi and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So it would bring some kind of change to those who would never heard about it.
Yeah, understood. I didn't really finish the question. I didn't say it completely, but I believe you answered it. The question was, could it completely change his happiness into sadness and grief forever for what they did to Aba Abdullah al-Hussein?
Again, as I've said, yes, many people would change. Some even those who were attached to this dunya and enjoying the pleasures of this dunya would in somehow at least decrease this this kind of acts they used to do, for example, in their free time, in their holiday time, for example.
Yes.
And would reflect and ponder about this incident in Karbala.
Yeah, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from YouTube, Salaam Alaikum. I would like to know about whether there is any proof or evidence regarding the actions of ending the salah with 3 takbirs from the hadith books and also from the Sunni hadith books.
You see, what we do in the salah, it has a basis basically in narrations of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. And don't forget, this act of 3 times Allahu Akbar, it is after the end of the salah. Because the minute you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, then you have left the salah. But unlike with the non-Shia, they would turn their heads to the right and the left when they are inside the salah. So Assalamu alaikum, and then to the left and to the right again. That's of course inside the salah that we refuse it, we don't accept it. Because you shouldn't be moving your head while you're inside the salah. So it has to be performed until you end the salah and while you're stable and your head is towards the qibla. Yeah. Yes, after the salah finished, you can move around left and right, that's fine. But when you're inside the salah and you haven't said Assalamu alaikum, finished the salah, you can't move to the left or right. Okay. That's the difference with us. So we follow the Sunnah of Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, in which they wouldn't turn their heads left to the right once they say Assalamu alaikum, because you're inside the salah.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from WhatsApp, the question asks, what are the antiques of using bathroom and dua? I believe they're talking about what are the etiquettes of using a bathroom and is there any dua for it?
Yes, indeed. These acts are mentioned in some of the possibly ad'iyah or fiqh books. There are etiquettes when you go towards inside the bathroom. The famous one, I think even Ahlul Sunnah would agree in some of their books that you would enter with your left when you go inside the bathroom. When you, for example, there's a specific dua for the wudu. When you turn on the tap and you start to wash your hands, a specific dua. Again, each stage there's a dua for it. Alhamdulillah alladhi ja'al ma'a tahuran wa lam yaj'alhu najasa. And then you would take the water and then you rinse your mouth, for example, specific dua. You wash your face, specific dua, for example. Allahumma bayyid wajhi yawma taswaddu fi wujuh, and so on. So yes, there are dua in every step when it comes to using the bathroom for the purpose of purification and wudu and so forth.
Okay, understood. That's good to know. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from YouTube, wearing a black turban is from Bani Abbas, or is it mustahab to wear for Sayyids?
You see, as I said nowadays, because many people falsely they have claimed that they are Sayyids, and now you cannot distinguish between the Sayyid and the non-Sayyid. That's why the ulama from the past centuries, they start to wear black for those who are Sayyid as a sign of Sada. And then the white is for those who are non-Sayyids. To avoid this claim of being Sada and so forth. Because as you mentioned before that, in the past long centuries, in the time of the Imam alayhi salam, they used to wear different colors, green, in some type, times white, maybe other colors, which was fine. But now to differentiate between the Sayyids and the non-Sayyids, that's why we have the black and white. And it's got nothing to do with Bani Abbas.
Okay,
that's something else. Because of course, we have in the fiqh that some ulama would say that to wear black with the intention of following the Bani Abbas, because Bani Abbas, not only they wore the black turban, they changed the whole garments into black. So their sign was wearing black. So that's of course makruh and discouraged for the one, according to some ulama, to wear black all the time, with the intention of Bani Abbas slogan, to wear black. But the turban and the aba'ah is excluded and accepted. exceptions from this type of discouragement of karah.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much. And then from YouTube, I work at a job where I watch ads for payments. Some ads support Israel and some don't. I invite others earning 1,000 rupees per referral. Is it haram if I guide people to watch ads but we don't buy these products?
You see, any kind of promoting, as the ulama mentioned in their books, promoting falsehood or encouraging falsehood or corruption or indecency is forbidden. I think there's a verse in the Holy Quran about do not incline towards those who disbelieved so that the fire would touch you. So we have to distance ourselves from any act in which would encourage the falsehood of the others. This is important. Now, how it works, you have to define that. Are you encouraging somehow this falsehood? You're pushing towards promoting and gaining money out of it. This is something you have to define.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from YouTube, what is the dua for entering the restroom?
I think you would say أعوذ بالله من it's in the مفاتيح جنة الخبث المخبث الشيطان الرجيم. So you would ask Allah Azza wa Jal to repel shaitan from you when you enter the bathroom. So it's a line of dua in which you would say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. It's a bit longer than this, but that's the main thing you would say when you enter the bathroom, as I've said, with the left foot, which is, as I've said, even Ahlul Sunnah would have this as well in their books.
Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from YouTube, what is khums?
Khums is a type of Islamic tax, let's say, or dues in which you have to pay when you have excess money at the end of the year, which is not spent, it's not used, it's not been somehow put as a part of the expenditures. So you have extra money, let's say, unused money. Then you pay 1/5 of that money to the cause of the poor Sadat, a portion of it, and the other portion is for Sahmul Imam alayhi salam, in which they would spend it on hospitals, orphanage, mawakib, and so forth.
Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from WhatsApp, Salaam alaikum, Sheikhna. When I pray Maghrib prayer, sometimes I get into shak that I prayed 2 rak'ahs or 3. So I pray another 1 rak'ah according to ihtiyat. So is my prayer valid?
There are 2 types of, or 2 salah in which if you make this kind of shak or doubt, then the salah is batil. And that is to make the shak and the doubt between the first and second rak'ah, or let's say the morning salah, fajr salah, and the maghrib, the 3 rak'ah. If you make any doubts, then your salah would be batil and void if it's between the first and the second, or the third as well, if it's maghrib. Then you have to repeat the salah.
You have to repeat it.
Unless it becomes some kind of waswasa, obsessiveness, then of course you have to ignore it. In this case.
Just ignore it.
If it's waswasa, yes.
Understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna, and thank you very much to our dear viewers. Inshallah, now we will be going on a break. So make sure to send in your questions while we're on a break, and inshallah, we'll answer them after the break. Just before we go, I believe the Sheikh has something he would like to teach us. Over to you, Sheikhna.
Yes, indeed. Now we are in the month of Rabi'ul Awwal, the Rabi' and the season of the A'yad, the season of the birthday of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and happiness. So let's take this opportunity and try to encourage our youth from both genders to get married. It's a good opportunity. If there is, inshallah, wedding would be somehow to be held in somehow. It's the best time, best season. The weather is fine. It's not that hot, not that cold. So yeah, try to encourage others to get married as soon as they can in this season, in this season of happiness. The prophetic hadith, an-nikahu sunnati. So let's follow the sunnah of Rasulullah and try to get married and avoid being single, inshallah.
Understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. Very, very nice words. Inshallah, we hope to all our dear viewers, if they are young, they get married soon, of course. Inshallah. And to our dear viewers as well, send in your questions while we are on a break. And inshallah, the Sheikh will be here to answer them after the break.
I have a question regarding keeping pictures of scholars.
Is it permissible to plant trees by or over
Islam
the
established based on peace and non-violence?
Is it permissible to collect donations for charity projects from
Is it permitted to consume canned food imported from non-Muslim countries?
Is there an issue for men looking at non-Muslim women?
To have your questions answered live, WhatsApp us on +44 7415 092155.
For those interested in an Islamic law book by Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Al-Shirazi, please WhatsApp the Ahkam SOS team at the following number to place your order today: +44 7415 092155. The Islamic law book, available exclusively in hard copy, contains religious questions answered by Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Al-Shirazi. Order your hard copy today.
Welcome back, dear viewers, after the break to Ahkam SOS, the show where we discuss various Islamic topics, practices and principles. I hope that during the break you managed to send in your questions. If you have not done so, send them in now before it is too late, and you will have to wait till the next episode, which will be on Thursday. So send them in now before it is too late. To send in your questions, either call in with the number shown below over here, 0203 515 0199, or send in your questions via WhatsApp over here, 0741 509 2155, or call in or send in via the YouTube comment section, and inshallah in all three scenarios the Sheikh will be here to answer your questions. Carrying on with the questions, Sheikhna, from YouTube. Is buying vapes as a beginner permissible, and is smoking as a beginner permissible?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In overall, many ulama would say it's not forbidden to start smoking in terms of for the beginners. Maybe one of the ulama used to say that to start smoking is not allowed. I think I've heard some of the ulama in the past. But in overall, smoking is not something part of the forbidden acts. Now, some could say it's discouraged, that's a different issue. But anyhow, it's not forbidden. Now, it's better to avoid it. Health-wise, that's a different story.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. From YouTube, is the turba needed when your family is Sunni and you are trying to hide your beliefs as a protection from being exposed? In a way, I'm trying to use taqiyya.
You see, taqiyya has 5 main rulings. It could be wajib, obligatory, it could be haram, forbidden, it could be mustahab, desirable, it could be makruh, discouraged, and it could be mubah, permissible. So you have to see where you are, at what time, at what situation, so you can apply taqiyya. So it depends really. Yes, you can hide your turba, that's fine. Wherever you go, you can pray on the turba and then you can hide it, that's fine. But don't make it in a way that, well, I'm not going to pray on the turba in this place, I'm going to pray on the rug or the carpet. No, you can't, unless you're in a situation severely that if you do it, then if they discover, then you might be in a dangerous situation. So you have to see where you can apply taqiyya accordingly.
Understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. From YouTube, I'm a Shia and my parents are Christian, and they are causing a lot of problems and arguments just because I am a Shia. They make me take off my hijab, break my prayer, break my fast, and wear haram and non-modest clothes. What should I do?
To be honest, it's a very difficult question to answer, because if you're under 16, then where can you go? Do you have some relatives who are, let's say, religious uncles, aunties, that you can go back, ask somebody to speak to your parents who are religious, for example? It depends what your situation, because otherwise it's going to be difficult, very difficult. It's a challenging thing. we saw that, for example, in the time of the Prophet ﷺ in Mecca, many of those youths who became Muslims, they migrated secretly to Medina and left their parents. So if you're over 18, can you migrate or leave your parents somehow? Because faith is important. You can't let down the aqidah and faith because to please your parents. The Quran says do not obey them if it's to do with disbelief, for example. Or not. So yes, you obey them to what is permissible and not something that's not permissible.
Understood. That actually brings us on to the next question, Sheikhna. From YouTube, you said youth should get married, but how can a 17-year-old boy do this if their mum isn't pleased with their son marrying and she will cause problems? She wants the son to finish education.
They have to in somehow convince the mother through talking to the mother's, let's say, sisters, brothers, friends in the community, in the local mosque, for example, to convince and persuade her that study wouldn't conflict with marriage. So if they can somehow at least to look for, because looking for the person, the right person, it takes at least a couple of months. And until they find and until they try to negotiate and talk, it takes about a year. So he's going to be 18 by that time. And then by the time they get married, 19, 20. So it's not going to be something done within a few weeks. It's going to take time. So always the son should liaise with his parents, and the parents should liaise and talk to those who can help the family with this regard. So somehow the lessons and studying wouldn't conflict with marriage. And we've seen this.
But what if, Sheikhna, sorry, Ben Kalamak, what if the idea of marriage distracts him from the education, which is what his parents want from him, an education?
As I've said, by the time they look for the right person, it takes time. And when let's say they find the right person, he's going to be in his second, let's say, year of studies, and then by the time they get married, he should have been graduated by that time. So it's going to take time. It's not going to be something quick and within months. Maybe even the girl is studying now. At a similar age, let's say she's now in A-levels, or for example, first year of university. So he's going to find himself as well. His future spouse is also studying. So eventually they would be in somehow in contact, at least in the time of the aqd, at least nikah contract, so they can talk, and because that would protect them from haram. And that's the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because if you leave them, you never know. He could walk out with an indecent girl at the end of the day, na'udhu billah, at uni and other places, maybe outside home. So that's a protection. Marriage is a protection. And he wants, subhanAllah, the halal way. So if you avoid them, he could go to the haram way, na'udhu billah. And she will carry the burden and the sin of that if the boy commits na'udhu billah haram.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, it's important.
Very, very interesting. Okay, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from YouTube, can a non-Sayyid wear a green turban?
I've seen this in Iran and other parts. They wear green. But as I've said, the official one for the alim or the mulana to wear black if he's Sayyid. But that's also been seen.
They wear. Okay, understood. But can a non-Sayyid wear a green turban?
It depends on the norm, on the customer, and on the urf. That if the urf would say this green means Sayyid, then it's problematic.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then from WhatsApp, Salaam alaikum, Sheikhna al-Muhtaram. What is the difference between Najib al-Wahid and Najib al-Tarafain? Are they both equal, or Tarafain has more Sayyidat?
Of course, when you have both sides are Sayyids, it's different than one-sided. Usually you have, as an example, Ali and Fatima salamullah alayha, both from Bani Hashim, from Sadat of the Sadat. And then you have the rest of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam from these two great Sadat. So it is a blessing, but as I've said this before many times, إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. The most close to Allah Azza wa Jal, blessed by Allah Azza wa Jal, is those who have taqwa and piety, to observe piety. So yes, Sadat is important to be Sayyid, to be in that great lineage. But what is important? To have patience, to have piety. Because Salman wasn't part of the Sadat, but Salman minna Ahl Bayt. He was a Persian, and he came from Iran to join Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's mission. But he became the best of the companions, one of the best of the companions. The same applied to Miqdad, Abu Dhar, who was an Arab tribe, Bedouin tribe. He became one of the best. This is important, to be like Salman. It doesn't matter if you're not Sayyid. To be minna Ahl Bayt. We have one of the Amawids. The Imam says, Anta Amawi minna Ahl Bayt. You're an Amawi from the Amawi lineage. Maybe he goes back to Abu Sufyan or Muawiyah lineage, but because he is a sincere follower of Ahl Bayt, he is close to Ahl Bayt alayhim salam. This is important.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then on to the next one. We actually got a comment rather than a question, and it's quite an amusing comment. Can we just give an appreciation to Muthanna and the majestic Sheikh Ali? Sheikh Ali, you're such a helpful e-sheikh, which I believe they're saying electronic sheikh, which is quite funny to me. Anyways, Sheikhna, from YouTube, what is taqwa? And how do we perform taqwa and how to become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Taqwa means to practice and implement the obligatory acts, the wajib acts that Allah has set and instructed, and to leave and abandon and avoid the forbidden acts and haram acts. That's it.
Okay.
If we can apply every wajib act and refrain from the haram acts, that's taqwa, in which, as I've said, Salman and Abu Dhar, they have gained that stage and level. And that's why they became close to Ahl Bayt alayhim salam. That's why Salman became minna Ahl Bayt, close to Ahl Bayt alayhim salam. This is how they became with taqwa. Okay. Don't look at the haram, don't chat with the haram, opposite gender. Because nowadays we see this is normal. Don't bring music and dance in your wedding. Can you see? This is important. Yeah. Bit by bit, if you count it, you see there's a haram or wajib being implemented and wajib being neglected. Every aspect of your life. So if we have this taqwa observed, of course you need knowledge. What is haram, what is wajib, so you can implement it or avoid it.
Understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. And then on to the last question of the episode, which is a perfect ending to the episode. How do we become a soldier of Imam al-Mahdi Ajallallahu Farajah Sharif?
I just mentioned the issue of taqwa. The Imam looks for muttaqeen. إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين. Allah accepts from those who observe piety. The more piety, the more close you're to the Imams of Ahlul Bayt, and especially Imam Hujjah Salamullah alayh. So, as much as you avoid and you refrain haram, you get closer to Ahlul Bayt. The much we observe the haram, na'udhu billah, and practice it, we distance ourselves from Ahlul Bayt. Salamullah alayhim. So again, piety, taqwa, and wara' and muharimillah, as the Prophet said to Mu'ala alayhi salam in the month of Ramadan, that the best deed is to observe, avoiding the practicing of haram. That's important, which is more difficult than implementing the wajib. Maybe I get used to praying daily, fasting, hajj, and paying khumus, zakat, but it's difficult to avoid the haram.
Yes, that's
the main issue.
The main point. Okay, understood. Thank you very much, Sheikhna, and thank you very much for answering all the questions today. Thank you very much, Sheikhna. Truly excellent as usual. Thank you very much to our dear viewers for sending in your questions. If we did not manage to answer your questions, we do apologize. Please send in your questions on our next episode, which will be this Thursday at 7 p.m. live. So send in your questions then and tune in with us as well. This has been Ahkam SOS. I have been your host, Sayyid Muthanna Al-Musawi. We've been joined by our e-Sheikh, Sheikh Ali Ma'ash, and see you on Thursday. Fi amanillah.
ينعاد عليكي ينعاد عليكي. الله معاك.
مع السلامة.
نحن مقاومة
انت في خطر، ما لازم تضيعي.
ما تخافي يا بنتي.
كيف حالك؟
Sayyid, you ate before the adhan? Do you know if your fast was valid? Brother, you love tattoos, don't you? Is tattoos haram or halal? Uncle, you don't know if it's the third or the last rak'ah? Not sure if you need to repeat it? Abu Talib, it's pork flavor but vegetarian. Is it halal? Sayyid Muhsin, your yearly khums is here again? You don't know how to calculate it, do you?
Don't worry, you're not alone. And I'm sure you guys... Take off the echo, please. And I'm sure you guys have questions here as well. Get the answers you need here on Ahkam SOS, where your Islamic questions and queries get clear and precise answers. Stay tuned for Ahkam SOS exclusively on Imam Hussein TV 3.